Trent Merrin charged with stealing $100,000 plus. Good day, legends, and welcome back to Unpopular Aussie Opinions, the channel that will say the quiet part loud even when every other footy show is tiptoeing around it like it is made of broken glass. Today we are talking about one of the darkest stories to hit the NRL in years. Former New South Wales and Australian forward Trent Merrin, 289 NRL games, premiership winner, Origin hero, has been charged with allegedly stealing more than $100,000 from the charity he helped set up for sick kids. And my unpopular opinion is going to make a lot of you furious, but it needs to be said. Let us start with the facts that nobody can dispute. Last week, NSW Police charged the 35-year-old with 4 counts of dishonestly obtaining financial advantage by deception and 1 count of dealing with proceeds of crime over $100,000. The alleged offences happened between 2021 and 2024 and involved the Trent Merrin Foundation, a charity that was supposed to raise money for the Children's Hospital at Westmead. Police say Merrin transferred charity funds into his personal accounts, used the charity credit card for personal expenses, and even paid himself a salary that was never approved by the board. He faced Burwood Local Court, got bail, and will be back in February. The matter is before the courts, so legally we have to say alleged, but the police paperwork is 57 pages long and it is ugly. Now here is the part every mainstream footy show is too scared to touch. This is not a one-off brain snap. This is what happens when the NRL keeps telling blokes they are untouchable long after the cheers have stopped. Trent Merrin retired in 2021 with a premiership ring, 1 million Instagram followers, and the media calling him a leader of men. Clubs rolled out the red carpet, sponsors threw money at him, and suddenly he is running a charity with zero oversight because everybody assumed a former Origin star must be a good bloke. The charity had no independent treasurer, no proper audits, and the board was stacked with mates who thought turning up to golf days was the same as governance. That is not bad luck, that is arrogance, and the NRL helped create it. And do not give me the mental health excuse before the comments explode. Yes, retiring from professional sport is brutal. Yes, the drop-off is savage. But stealing from a children's hospital is not a symptom of depression, it is a choice. Plenty of retired players lose the plot, lose their money, lose their marriages, but they do not set up a charity for sick kids and then allegedly drain the bank account to fund their lifestyle. This is next-level entitlement. Here is the unpopular opinion that will cop me death threats. Trent Merrin is not the villain the media wants to paint, and he is not the victim his mates are already claiming. He is the inevitable product of a system that worships footballers like gods while they are young, pays them stupid money, surrounds them with yes-men, and then acts shocked when some of them never learn how the real world works. The NRL loves to parade ex-players as charity heroes because it looks good on the highlights reel. But where was the education? Where was the mandatory financial literacy course? Where was the independent oversight when a retired player suddenly starts flying business class on donations meant for cancer kids? Look at the timeline. 2021, Merrin retires, starts the foundation. 2022, he is posting videos of himself handing over giant novelty checks. 2023, the charity stops filing proper financial statements with the ACNC. 2024, the money is gone and the cops are at the door. That is not a man who woke up one day and made a mistake. That is 3 years of choices. And spare me the he will pay it back defense. Even if he does, the damage is done. Parents who donated thinking they were helping kids with leukemia now know their money allegedly paid for Merrin's Uber Eats and private school fees. The hospital missed out on equipment, research, and support because a grown man allegedly could not live within his means. The saddest part? This could have been prevented with one simple rule. No retired player runs a charity without an independent board and mandatory public audits every 6 months. But the NRL will not do it because it would bruise a few egos, and egos pay the bills in rugby league. So here is the brutal truth nobody else will say. Trent Merrin allegedly stole from sick kids because the game spent 15 years telling him the rules do not apply to him. And until the NRL admits that, this will happen again. Drop your thoughts below. Am I being too harsh on a fallen hero? Or have I just said what every honest footy fan already knows in their gut? Like if you agree, smash subscribe if you're new here, and turn on notifications because next week we are naming the current NRL player